2 years ago, I went to the egg drop. And when I was at the egg drop, I was walking around and I was actually saying out loud, "Oh my gosh, I cannot believe they're doing this for us." And everyone I saw was joyfully serving, joyfully. And I don't know the behind the scenes because I imagine it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, but it looked like it was. So I left there and I said to my husband, we really need to try out this church because it feels like it might be different. So literally 2 weeks later, we came to Lakeland. And once I came to Lakeland, I instantly connected. If you would have met me before Jesus, you would have said, "Oh my gosh, she's the life of the party. She's the happiest person in the room. She's all these awesome things." I looked like the happiest person in the room all the time. And I did that for a reason. And it was mostly because I thought if I showed my weakness and I showed my fear and I showed my brokenness and I showed all the things that I had in me, people wouldn't love me. There was a lot of not realness in my life. So sitting out there and it was almost like God put his hand on my back and said, "You can be free. This is you, and you can be free, and you're okay." And all of the brokenness and fear, it doesn't change, how much I love you, and you can be free from it. Now, I think about myself, and I'm almost ridiculous sometimes. And I look at myself, and I think, I can barely contain my joy. And it's because it's comes straight from God into my heart and out my face and out my words. And it's almost overwhelming to people sometimes. But now I just want to share it.
The first time I found Lakeland was I was hanging out with my friend, and she wanted me to come to youth group with her. So I came to youth group, and I really didn't feel anything because I didn't know Jesus at the time. So last year was probably when I actually started feeling things for Jesus. I'd come here and I actually felt loved here, and I also just felt like I had all this burden in me that was gonna be taken away because I had someone that died on that cross for me, and that I could actually live without having to feel so much pain. My parents used to bring me down constantly about my weight and how I looked and that I will never amount to anything. And when your parents tell you that, it kills you. It literally does. And I believe that. And then, I used to get bullied at school for that too.
The way that Jordan and I met is that I worked with her in her 8th grade year of school in Elkhorn. I had gotten wind that Jordan was struggling in school because she had moved on to high school. I was still at the middle school, so I didn't see her at school anymore. So I had gotten wind, I don't remember if she told me or if someone else told me that she was struggling. So I said, "Hey, during Christmas break, let me help you with your schoolwork." So last year during Christmas break, I had her over and I tried to help her with her schoolwork, but we pretty much got sidetracked every time. But but then we started developing a relationship, and she would come over a lot and she would spend time with my kids and she would just hang out, and it was almost seemed like she just felt safe there and could be herself. I think that this relationship is birthed out of the new life, the new life in Jesus. I mean, when you have that new life in Jesus, you want to share whatever you can with anyone who needs it. And in this case, I felt like God laid it right out for me that Jordan needed me and Jordan needed our family.
I really needed someone to be able to tell me that everything was going to be okay when my actual family doesn't. And, I don't really see my father, so I also need the father figure in my life to know that, wow, a dad likes me other than my Heavenly Father. since we do live so close, I can just walk over there and be like, "What's up? Let's do something." And I don't know, it changed my life.